joining me, Chef Cicely, here at the Divine Cafe in the Springs Preserve. Today we are going to be doing double duty in the kitchen, so it's a great time of year to take some of the bountiful produce that's available, like what I've got here. Portobello mushrooms, which are full-grown cremini mushrooms, the bell peppers, late kind of harvest vegetables, summer squash, onions all the time, and then asparagus. Then I'm going to take all of that, put it onto my grill over a medium-high heat, and once everything starts to brown up and caramelize, I'm just going to go ahead and pull it right off. And then I end up with this wonderful display of vegetables that I can use for just about anything. So what we are going to do is take a nice hollowed out loaf of bread like this, and then I'm going to take some butter that I've got, and I'm going to brush the inside of this bread. I'm going to put it back on the grill or even into an oven. Just roast it, let it actually dry out even further. And then what we're going to do is take all of our wonderful vegetables with a special marinade, toss them up and put them in here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm painting the inside of that bread with my marinade that is made from honey and balsamic and creme fraiche, seasoned with oregano and salt and pepper and garlic powder. All right, so that guy's done. Now the fun begins. So I'm gonna start with this one with some grilled chicken, some prosciutto. I have some sliced Gouda cheese and also mozzarella, so double duty on the cheese. The order is really up to you. I tend to like to do the cheese on the bottom to hold everything together and also to keep that bread, because it is dry, it's gonna soak up moisture. I've got some chicken over here. Same concept, just layering it in there. Nice even, pulling it all the way to the sides. And now I'm doing this with chicken and cheese. This could be done also without any protein. This could be done with steak. This could be done with turkey. Who doesn't love to make a leftover Thanksgiving turkey sandwich? But also who doesn't necessarily want to be in the kitchen after having cooked Thanksgiving dinner. So it could be layered with things like mashed potatoes, cranberries, green beans, same concept. I'm layering in prosciutto right now. And I love prosciutto, so of course I want to make sure that I get a bite of that in every bite. And then that basil. A great thing about leaving the basil leaves whole, intact and not slicing them, and then packaging them the way they are in this dish, layered in with other things that are moist, is that they will not brown. We like those happy green fluffy plants. Throwing in my surprise garlic bites, perhaps a little bit of salt just to soften up those veggies. And then layering in those whole summer squash. Asparagus. Using those top ends of it, those are the ends that aren't too woody and tough. Everything that's in this particular recreation is very tender, except for the bread, which we made nice and crusty. And then layering in those peppers right on the top. You could add as much of any one thing as you wanted, as little of any one thing as you wanted. Stuff this thing with whatever you would like. Who doesn't want a little bit more cheese over the top? Now this creation could be brought to another dinner party as is. Could be closed off, wrapped up in saran wrap nice and tight, sliced for lunches for a week or a giant family, or even just served as dinner for the next day. And in slicing it, this is one done previously with steak and Gouda cheese, in wrapping it with the saran wrap, what you enable is being able to slice off and have it still hold together. And of course, the longer it sets, the prettier it is, as it compacts nice and evenly together. So thank you for joining me, Chef Cicely, here at the Divine Cafe at the Springs Preserve, recreating a harvest dinner into lunch for a week, the next dinner party, whatever you'd like. Thanks again.